Problem of Ornament. Adolf Loos, Ornaments and Crime by Megan, Cara, Raquel, and Sophia.
Born in Brno, Moravia, Adolf Loos went to the Imperial State Technical College in Vienna and also the Dresden College of Technology. After traveling to America in 1893, he was immersed in Anglo-American culture where he began his admiration for it. After going back to Vienna, began writing about architecture, and specifically certain architecture styles that he did not agree with. One of the most popular ones being ornament and crime, where he strongly rejected the attempts of certain art movements at the time, that were pushing ornamentation because he believed art should not be applied to things that we use for function. In 1908, when he wrote it, he was just, criticizing ornamentation and voicing that he thought it was an unnecessary use and a waste of resources.
The definition of ornaments, according to Adolf Loos. Loos thought that his time period had no genuine style and wanted to create a different approach towards ornaments. He thought they were like overpowered too much, if that makes any sense. He believed ornaments were erotic, possibly immortal, damaged manpower, and were merely copied from their ancestors. He elaborated with the concept that ornamental decorations not only created a crime by damaging the economy, but caused cultural decline. He believed that in order to revolutionize, we must remove ornaments from our day to day use. He strongly held the belief that decorated ornaments should be separated from ornamentation. I believe this is so ironic because if you consider today in the 21st century, many people claim and think that our new architecture is very boring, bland, and lacks style. So I find it truly interesting that he believed that his time had way too much decoration. And now people from our generation or the 21st century think that we have no decoration. It's very bland and boring. Continuing on with this slide. Because of his strong beliefs, he was able to influence modern architecture in such a positive way, such as lowering unnecessary waste of labor and materials. And because of that, he enabled laborers to earn more money with fewer hours. He like forced and influenced fair work hours. He also introduced the concept of minimalist approach. Because of this, individuals with highly decorative ornaments were able to earn more because people value more their work. One might be shocked to learn that his influence not only stopped at architecture, but also extended to music. For example, Beethoven's symphonies were more refined and powerful because of Loos's approach to minimalism.
Lois's argument about ornament was that it was not only unnecessary in modern architecture, but also harmful and wasteful to the economy. The definition of ornament architecture, not Lois's, is that it is any element added to a structure completely for decorative purposes. Lois states that ornament commits a crime itself by damaging national economy and therefore it is a cultural development. He believes that adding any ornament to a structure is a waste of time, effort, money, and just does not add to the function of the structure. When Lois refers to it as a cultural development, he means that ornament was once necessary and relevant, but now it is outdated in a modernized society. People use it in the way of expression and meaning, but Lois wanted a different way to express things without having all the unnecessary decorations. He wanted the building itself to tell the story and focus on its function rather than its looks. In Ornament and Crime, he writes, "If Paupan tattoos his skin, he is not a criminal. But the modern man who tattoos himself is either a criminal or a degenerate." From this quote, his views become clear that something that was once accepted can be inappropriate the more that society advances. From his writings and his buildings, Laus believes that cultural advancement is marked by the reduction of ornament, meaning that getting rid of ornament creates more mature, functional, and economically friendly buildings. Some examples in architecture: there's two buildings that have ornament and two that do not. So the Vienna Secession and the Postal Savings Bank are both examples of ornament in architecture where their decorations have no role in the building's function. However, the Steiner House and the Villa Mueller, who were both designed by Adolf Loos, have no ornament and are modern. Okay, we're going to start over. Some examples in architecture: there's two buildings that have ornament and decoration, and there's two that do not and are modern. The Vienna Secession and the Postal Savings Banks are both examples of ornament architecture where their decorations have no role in the building's functions. However, the Steiner House and the Villa Mueller, who are both designed by Adolf Loos, are modern and have no ornament. They have no extra decorations, and everything about the building has a function or applies to the overall function.
Hi, so my name is Raquel Fernandez, and this is my group's project. We basically talking about Lo's concept. This is the concept map that I created, Ornament and Crime and Modernism. So in 1890, art and crafts movement happened. In 1898, Otto Wagner Vienna Secession happened. In 1908, Lo's Ornament and Crime lectures started happening. And Steiner House happened in 1910. In 1919, Bauhaus was founded, and in 1932, International Style started to become popular. In the 2000s, of course, today, we see a lot of minimalism and modernism today, which is awesome. And basically, this timeline shows how loose ornament and crime sparked a shift from decorative 19th century styles to the functional, minimalist architecture that shaped modern design. Next, we have Loos' legacy influencing modern architecture. As you can see on the left side, Bauhaus' emphasis on function, simplicity, industrial materials, and then which is in the 1919s, international style, 1920s to 1930s, ornament replaced by functional beauty, and we have Le Corbusier and ornament replaced by functional beauty, of course. And then, like I said, now we have minimalism. Today, emphasis on sustainability and efficiency, which is timeless and it's basically like what we talk on today's lectures. Basically, form follows function. So, this just shows how Lowe's legacy is more like about creating buildings that function their purpose, and it's not a lot about decoration, but about making sure if it is built for what is needed. Thank you.
In conclusion, Adolf Loos's rejection of ornamentation was very fundamental in the development of architecture as we know it today. His influence can be seen in other art movements at the time that followed his, showcasing just how impactful his ideas were. By eliminating ornamentation, buildings are left in a natural state that makes them timeless and also more sustainable because they're not using resources like quote unquote unnecessarily. Putting an emphasis on functionalism and minimalism, his ideas had a very long-lasting impact on modern architecture that can be seen throughout all the styles that are present now and will continue to be seen in future ones.
These are our references. Thank you and have a great day.